Hello and welcome back to Wireman's Whimsy. This is the last card we're making this week using the Cheerful Daisies bundle. And I've pulled in a couple of different folders for this one because I wanted a little bit of texture. I've got the timber folder and the fern folder. Timber folder we've used on the 5 1/4 by 4 piece of Very Vanilla. And we're going to use the fern folder and one of the Stylish Shapes square dies to create the banner from this 2 by 3 piece of Mossy Meadow. And the greeting is stamped to one side of a 1.5 by 2.5 piece of Very Vanilla. So let's get started. We need 2 flowers stamped. I've done it in crushed curry with the center being in pecan pie. And I've fussy cut out my leaves, which are actually one of the flowers. It's the kind of the half open flower, but I'm using it as leaves. And I just want to show you quickly how I did it. So we're just going to pull in the Mossy Meadow, and this is an outline die. So there's no fill in it at all, but I wanted just a little bit of fill. So I took my Wink of Stella and I just rubbed it over, pulling that color from the ink to make it go all the way out into the petals, which I'm using as leaves. So the reason I had to fussy cut them out is because sometime between yesterday when I prepped this card and today, I've lost the die, which really annoys me. I've been through my garbage can, I've been through everything, can't find it. So what we need to do is we need to cut out the flowers, and we also need to, this always takes me a minute to set up, get reoriented with this. Okay. Here's the funny shaped one, there's the funny shaped one. It should just go on, but it's not. Because it's the video, and I can line this up 100 times perfectly straight, no problems. And then it comes to the video, and it's like, how does it go on? There we go, just like that. So I am just going to grab a sticky note. And I should show you where in the catalog I found kind of the sketch for this. The other thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out my banner, and I'm using one of the square dies, and I'm just going to line it up at the bottom so it's equal on both sides. And then I'm going to use another sticky note. I'm actually going to use 2 because I don't want this to move at all. And we're going to use that. We're going to die cut these out, and then I have to do one more flower, and then I have to emboss the green banner. And the reason I'm cutting first and embossing after is because if I emboss first, when I run it through to cut everything out, it'll squash my embossing design. So we're just going to peel these off, and there's our banner. You can keep the triangle if you want to. So we're just going to pop that there for now. I need to run this through one more time to cut out the second daisy. And the reason we're doing a second daisy is because I want it to look more like chrysanthemums in the fall. And so I'm going to double them up. We're going to just put one on top of the other. I've already done that in the cherry cobbler with the small flowers and the leaves from, or the leaf from the die. Leaf from the set. Sorry, I'm all flummoxed because I've lost that die. So we've got that, and let me show you in the catalog where I got the idea. So looking at page 19 and 20, right off to the side here, there's this card. And if you look on page 18, there's a bigger version of it right here. We've got the patterned background, which I'm doing with the timber folder. We've got a patterned banner, which I'm doing with the fern folder, and then the greeting in the middle, and then a large element and a small element. So that's what we're doing here. So I'm just going to add some adhesive to the middle of this one. And then I'm just going to turn this so it's offset. So I've got lots of petals showing. And then I need to just put some adhesive along the bottom like that. And I'm going to add these leaves in. Some of the leaves are going to be covered up. That's not really in very much adhesive, so let's just do that. Some of the leaves are going to be covered up, but some will show. And so I'm just putting some on the bottom like that so that we can see them. So I need to run this through the fern embossing folder. So I'm just going to pop it in like this. This does have a bit of a detailed edge on it. We're going to lose most of that detail when we do the folder. But we'll pop that through. And we need to take the shim plate out or else it won't work. There we go. So we'll run this through. Oh, there's that slam because we can't put it through on an angle. So there we go. Here is our folder. You can't, as I say, you can't really see the detail in there. It's there, it's very subtle. But if we were to have embossed that first and then cut it out, we would have lost a lot of the depth of the embossing. So let's go ahead and build this card. So we've got all our elements we need here. So I'm just going to add adhesive to this 5 1/4 by 4 piece of Very Vanilla and mount it to my Mossy Meadow card base. There we go. And then we're going to adhere this down. And we're going to put it kind of lower left-hand side like that. And then we can put we're actually going to put the flowers on next, the large flowers. And these are flat mounted. Everything is flat mounted on this card. So we're just going to pop this up here like this. And then we're going to adhere the greeting. The greeting is going to go over top like this. Sorry if I'm out of frame. That's going to go like this. And then this, I did dimensionalize this one. Okay, sorry, we are dimensionalizing this piece. So we're just going to do that. And you can tell paper has two sides. I've reused a piece that I'd made a mistake on before. And then this gets added, so it covers up this corner like that. And then we're going to add some of the iridescent foil gems just to brighten it up a little bit. So we're just going to pop one there like that, and one over here, and then one down here. Kind of helps the eye circle around. You can definitely rough up this edge, or you can use your blending brushes to just kind of add some color, but I like how this really, it's crisp. It really shows the greeting. So thank you so much for watching this week, and I will do a review tomorrow.